Welcome to the Ashley's Fitness Party Show, everybody. Yay. All right. It is Friday the 13th. Oh my gosh. Woo, kind of scary, right? So we have today with us Allen Hamlette from sunny Florida. Yeah. How's the weather in Florida?
It's okay. It's kind of overcast today, but you know what? I don't see any snow, so.
Fantastic. Well, Allen is with us today to join the Ashley's Fitness Party Show, where we talk about trending topics. We talk about, just fun, lightweight, but we give you good information, about health and fitness and what you can do to keep your body in shape. We give you good information, good connections to different people who are in the community, such as Allen Hamlette. So today he's with us to tell us about Hamlette Fitness. I'm really excited to have him with us. Yeah, sure. So very happy to have you with us. So the first thing we're going to talk about, because we are in November, we are jetting very fast to the end of the year. It's going to be Thanksgiving before you know it, then Christmas, and then it's the New Year. And New Year means what? New you, right?
That's right.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter what you've been doing all year. Everyone flips over into New Year, New You, right? So let's start by talking about your approach to 2021. What is going to be your New Year approach?
Really, my approach is not to reinvent the wheel. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolution, things like that. I don't make those.
Okay.
Where fitness is concerned, I just feel like you can start today. Yeah. Because it's going to be hard regardless.
Thank you for saying
So just start today.
Yes.
Get up, get out. But for me, I want to stay moving and stay healthy. I think that we make it too hard. And we need to just get back to making it easy.
Yeah.
Walk your dog, go out on bike rides. We got bikes,
Yeah.
We found bikes, right? The whole world is buying bikes.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that's
we found them.
trend.
And, it's things like that.
Yeah.
And,
because
it's got to celebrate our bodies, Ashley, instead of making this difficult. We don't do anything that's not fun.
Right. True. Right. So you can always have fun. I feel like I have shown that to the world in so many ways because, I don't ever want fitness to feel like a chore because the way you approach it, it's all mental. And the way you approach it is going to have everything to do with how you feel about it. You have to feel good about it or there won't be any passion or drive behind it. And then plus, you said something that's very important, and you said it's about starting now, okay? Because I feel like people who don't have a passion for fitness, who feel that exercise is a chore, they're looking at the whole elephant. And they're looking at, I have to eat this whole elephant in order to reach my goal, right? You got to break that thing down in slices, in pieces, right? Start by walking, start by jogging. Just get out the house and just walk a mile, and see how that makes you feel. Right?
Yeah, I just think you need to just be easy.
Yeah.
It's a marathon.
Yes, thank you.
And, just find the things that you like. It's really what it's about.
Right. Okay. So perfect start to the conversation. The new year is actually starting now, right? Yeah. The new year starts now, Friday the 13th, November the 13th, not January 1st. This is your new year. Okay. I know that's a weird day to start your maybe not start today. Things could get weird. Might have a little bit of bad luck starting today. I don't know. Okay, so what was your path into the fitness industry like? Tell me about that. How you got started, how you found your passion.
We came from a time, Ashley, where we had to go outside.
Yes, okay.
That's where it started for me. We had to go outside.
Perfect.
And we were always doing something.
Yes.
We roller skated, we danced, we went outside and played tag, we played hide and seek, all that stuff. I ran track when I was younger. I played a little bit of basketball.
Yeah.
That wasn't my strong spot.
Okay.
And I tried to play football when I was 14. And that was a terrible idea because I didn't like contact. But that was the first time I was introduced to the gym. and we had a ratty weight room. But I felt good about the stuff that I learned in there, and just, I felt myself get strong, and it stuck. And then when I was able to help other people do it, or when people started to see certain things in me, and people come to you and say, hey, you look like you can answer this question. How about so and so? Or can you train with me? Or can you help me do this? I mean, that really sounded to me like people saying, hey, bro, you need to be somewhere showing people how to do this, because, you've got it down. Or at least I give the illusion that I have it down. But,
I think there's more to it than that, but I appreciate your humbleness and modesty.
Yeah, but ever since then, it's nice to see people grow too. Right. It is nice to see people grow, because, again, being a dead horse, we make this difficult, and then they figure out that something's easier than they're making it, and they can grow. They're empowered to move, and that's what gets me. That's where my path comes from.
Okay, I love that.
Some of the things I've picked up along the way and sharing them with other people.
Okay, so tell me this. You said something that I felt stood out, and I actually believe in it very much. You were 14 years old, already in the gym, already lifting weights, already doing things that seem like a 14-year-old would do that. But I believe in that. How do you feel about that? Do you think that if a person who starts at that age is more likely to continue that type of lifestyle as they get older? Or do you think that that could just be a coincidence? Or do you think that it actually creates a path to that lifestyle?
That's a good question. For me, I think it wasn't forced at me. Mm-hmm. If I was going to play football, I was just going to have to muscle up.
Yeah, okay.
I was like a $120.
Okay, so you saw how they fit together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that's where it came from. And then, I don't know, if it's not forced down your throat, it'll never work if you do it for somebody else.
Right.
When you discover it on your own, and you're able to go through the trial and error and just all those things that come with it when you learn and grow on your own, then I would say that people stick with it because there's more invested. And the earlier the better, certainly.
The earlier the better, yeah.
But for somebody who just has it pushed on them, or I'm doing it for this person, or I'm doing this for that reason, that's not really tangible and it won't stick.
Okay, I can totally appreciate that. And I do agree with you that sometimes when you push things on people, it causes them to push back. But do you think that because you said the younger you are, the better, that we should introduce our kids to fitness starting on at, preteen age? Like, hey, here's some dumbbells. Let me show you what you can do with those. Do you think it would form an appreciation?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then also, don't you feel like that would help them to be able to not see it as a big elephant, but to feel like they actually can, that it's not, because when you're an adult, right, and you've never done fitness and you're starting at adult age, it is very scary, because you have no previous knowledge or appreciation of it, right? But I think things that start at a young age, like we were talking about earlier, coding, and I'm like, that crap is scary to me. Like when I'm looking at coding and my daughter's doing it and she was like, oh yeah, you just do this, this, and this. But starting that appreciation at a young age for something that can be, me as at my adult age, coding was scary. Her at her young age, coding was fun and interesting. So,
well, remember when we're kids, we're fearless. We are fearless when we're kids. We're fearless. Think about all the things that you did. Run, jump, play, go, fly, hide, whatever.
Yeah.
That you did, that when your daughter does it, you sound like your mom. You're telling her not to do it.
Right.
It's things like that. My kids are watching. I'm in the garage, and I have a little setup in there. Yeah. And they see me with dumbbells. And they want to lift them. So you know what I did? I went and bought some little 2-pound dumbbells.
Yay! I love it.
And they can get involved as long as they want to, or not be as involved as long as they want to.
Right.
So, I don't push it down their throats, but if they want to do what I'm doing, we'll have a go at it.
Yes.
And they at least get it in their minds. The seed is planted that this is probably important to make sure that I stick around for a while.
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to let them beat me either.
Yes.
My kids are watching. They're not going to beat me.
Yeah.
They got about 80 years before that happens.
Yeah, exactly. But they're hearing it from dad, not from school, right? So that they're seeing it and they're hearing it, which means that it's you're planting those seeds, and I think that's very important.
Parents, get your kids off the couch. Make them go to the park.
Yes, and be a part of that. Right, because when you were in school, nobody liked going to physical ed in school. You know, it was a chore. But if you see it done at home and you're explaining the whys and the whats, then they're getting appreciation from it at home. That becomes a part of your family culture.
I like to say in my house, more walk, less talk.
Yes.
So I just feel like I don't even give that many options. We're going to go throw a football.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to do this.
We're going to go play kickball. Just something like that. It's not really up for debate.
Yes, I love it. It's perfect. And I didn't even see us going down this road with this conversation, but I love how things just develop into what they need to be, which is that you create a family culture of health and fitness that your kids can pass on to their kids. Because if it's not there in the home, it's very much likely not going to continue on, you know, past school and physical education and just all that blah, blah, blah. It has to become a family culture.
And they'll see the ebbs and flows, because there are times when we're on our game and there's times when we're not.
We're not, yeah.
So
and they
has
see
to
it.
give. But they learn how to balance that and rationalize it, because we lose that somewhere.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so tell me, where do you see Hamlette Fitness going? Where are we going with Hamlette Fitness?
Well, really, I want to be a resource for the Orlando community. You know, there's somebody who's ready to make the decision. They're ready to go. And I want my name in that conversation. I want Hamlette Fitness in that conversation.
Yes.
You know, they're going to help you get results that last. I'm not trying to make you compromise who you are and what you like. Actually, you know, I eat macaroni and cheese and and mashed potatoes, and I put sour cream in them and all those things. It's not about changing what you do so much as modifying. And I want to help people understand this is easy.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's not as hard as we're making it.
Right.
You put in some effort, but it'll pay you. It'll pay you back.
Yeah, and it's a journey. Like none of this happened overnight. Whatever your body looks like today is something you've done in your past to accomplish it. So you just have to appreciate the journey and give it some time.
But I'm not going to tell you to stop eating chocolate altogether, because when you finally get chocolate, you're going to put your face in a big bowl.
You're going to binge.
So,
yeah.
You know,
it's all about balance.
Yes, exactly. Responsibly. I love it. Balance and responsibility, and loving yourself enough to have some discipline, you know, but still not try to rip everything away and then binge later, because that's not a healthy balance.
So I want to empower people to do that.
Exactly. I love that. And you know what? The one thing I have learned about personal training is it is personal. You do have to stay in people's faces. I send out text alerts. I send out emails just to remind them, hey, I'm here. Hey, look at this article. Hey, here's a recipe. Hey, here's a tip. And the more you stay in their faces, you're building more trust, so that they will keep remembering. This is a journey. This is happening every day. This is happening every week. And just being there for them through that journey. And I think that's a big part of it. So tell me about your ties to your local community.
Well, you know, I live in a great little community here in Florida. And they seem very supportive of each other. And it's really exciting and humbling to get embraced by folks. You know, they see me. I make sure I have a T-shirt on that says Hamlette Fitness when I do everything.
Every day, in the grocery store, at the mall. Yes. You are your business.
And people support, and they come and say, hey, when is this happening? Or how's this going? Or, you know, and I see that there's interest, and that there's people who are behind my movement.
Yeah.
But it also shows me how many people need some help.
Yeah.
It shows how many people need some guidance, or just a little bit of direction, or even a lot of direction.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want to be, like I said, I'm looking forward to being that resource, and I'm looking forward to also doing some things that the whole community can be a part of. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
I agree with that. I think that it's important to have ties to your local community, and I feel like when you're building a business that you have to sort of become an anchor, someone that people can depend on. There's some consistency there. And I feel like long-term business relationships are more important than short-term money. I feel like when people get into any type of business just for the money, then things lose their fire and things lose their the passion behind it goes, and the way that you treat people and the way that you treat your clients goes. But I've known you for a very long time, and one thing I can say about you is that you are a relationship person. And when you meet someone, you keep that relationship thriving, the way you talk to people, the way you treat people. And that's a big part of why Hamlette Fitness is so successful.
I appreciate it. I just want to be like you when I grow up.
I appreciate that, Allen. So tell me, what's your motto? What's your message to the world? What is the message behind Hamlette Fitness?
Let's take our health back.
Okay.
It's not easy, but it's not hard. And it really just comes down to making decisions, setting a plan, and sticking with it.
Yes.
Every time somebody says that something didn't work, it's because they didn't stick with something.
Right.
So I know that Thanksgiving's coming up soon.
Yeah.
So how about this? I'm going to leave you with three things, right, that might help.
All right.
Might help you keep your waistline in check, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because some people are actually concerned. I adopted the one plate rule. And actually, you know how I eat.
Yeah.
I'm a foodie. I love food. I love good food, and I'll eat it. But at some point, I stopped eating like I was 20 years old, and I just started to use one plate. There's nothing that two plates can do for me that I can't get from one plate.
Okay, then. I love it.
Really.
Yeah.
And it's nutritionally, if you're trying to keep your nutrition in check. I don't care if you slap that one plate full of stuff. You don't need a second one. Just enjoy it. Or you can divide it into two. That's my goal this year. For instance, if I have ham, turkey, green beans, cornbread rolls, blah, 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 I'm going to divide that into a now plate and a later plate. I don't have to have those all in one sitting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of food at Thanksgiving.
And that's a lot of fighting for your body back every time you do that. Because every time I eat, I'm thinking about how many burpees am I going to have to do to burn that off,
Exactly.
you know?
Like
so
50.
And see, the thing about it is I'm a self-motivated type of person, so I don't have to have someone behind me with a whip. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to torture my own self. I'm going to put my own self in pain because I decided to eat that. Now I'm going to fix the problem. And I feel like taking your body back or taking your health back, part of that is becoming self-motivated, right? And every time you do something here, you need to think about the consequence of it later. How am I going to get myself back into shape?
But at the same time,
make sure your Mac doesn't go dead. We're not done talking yet.
You're good though, Ashley, right? And you stay fit all the time, right? So don't punish yourself because you decided to jump off the deep end for a couple days.
Yeah,
it's not going to damage all the work that you did. But at the same time, you can still eat what you want. Just change how you eat it.
That's true.
You can eat exactly what you want. Mm-hmm. You can I'm going to eat exactly what I want for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. I'm just not going to eat it all at the same time.
It's about balance.
And in the COVID world that we live in right now, taking your health back should be the motto for the whole world. Take your health back. Why? Because we can no longer be reactive. And I was just talking to my friends here in the studio about that today. Reactive is no longer an option. Proactive is the only option we have right now. Because once you get COVID, whatever you've been doing up to that point is going to show itself. If you've been eating healthy, exercising, taking care of your body, being proactive, your body has a better fighting chance. And so at this point, it's about being proactive. And I feel like taking your health back starts now. Like you said, no more waiting.
Man, you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yes. Woo. Yes.
Yes.
Go take a walk and stop eating late.
Yes.
That's fine. Because Ashley, are you good for waking up in the middle of the night during Thanksgiving just to get a bite of turkey?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
And that food turns into the whole turkey breast. That's what happens to me. What for?
Right. So, Allen, you're so funny.
You put me on the spot, but yes, I will sneak a little something in the middle of the night if you really want to know. Well, thank you. And it's okay. It really is okay. So we're about to wrap it up. Tell everybody how they can find you, how they can connect with you right now if they're watching the show across many different platforms that we're on at this moment. How can they find Hamlette Fitness? Okay. You can visit my website at www.hamlettefitness.com. And Hamlette is Hamlette. Hamlette. Okay. It's like Shakespeare with the T-E on the end. Okay? On Instagram, I am at Allen, Allen, Hamlette Fitness. So at Allen Hamlette Fitness. And on Facebook, I am at Hamlette Fitness. Perfect. Okay. You guys have heard it right here on the Ashley's Fitness Party show. Today we were interviewing Allen Hamlette of Hamlette Fitness. He is in sunny Florida, but you know, everything is virtual these days. Y'all can reach him virtual, Zoom, whatever, Facebook Live. It doesn't matter. Find him, connect with him. He's doing great things in the local community and in the U.S. I'm pretty sure worldwide eventually. And yeah, I'm just claiming it. I'm just saying it's going to happen. On Friday the 13th. Yeah. We're getting started on the spookiest day of the year. Take your health back today. Don't wait until January 1st. Thank you so much for everything today, Allen. We appreciate having you. I just want to wrap it back around to this is the Ashley's Fitness Party show. So you can find my classes, events, webinars, everything on www.ashleys, that is with the S, fitnessparty.com. Find me at Ashley's Fitness Party on Instagram and Facebook. Also, if you haven't picked up my book, Take the Fear Out of Teaching Fitness Classes for fitness trainers who are just starting to build a brand, or if you need to refresh your brand. I also have a new chapter in here about personal training in the heart of COVID-19. You can pick that up on Amazon Kindle today. Other than that, thank you for joining the Ashley's Fitness Party show. Yes, and say bye, Allen. It's over. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a wonderful and productive day. Bye-bye.